welcome back once again. Today, it's Necromunda. Wait, no, it's Tuesday. Look, they've moved it, alright? They've moved Necromunda reveals to Tuesdays now. It doesn't make any sense. They could have stuck with Necromunda, but no. Instead, we get Blood Bowl Mondays and Necromunda Tuesdays. Could you do anything with Blood Bowl for Tuesdays? Blood Bowl... No is the answer to that. Anyway, so, we've got new squat lads. We've got the Exo-kyn, because things are bad on Necromunda right now, even more than they are normally. You've got a bunch of horrible malstrained gene stealers all over the place, you got the ash waste, you got all of that nonsense. So what do? You get these lads out, that's what you do. Also, they've got a little robot with them. Already excellent, already love seeing another little robot. Fantastic. More of those, please. They are chunky, they are girthy, they've got crazy hand attachments. What is even going on some of these? Plus, you can't beat the classic big hammer. You just can't beat it. Every time. It always works. If in doubt, big hammer. I have to say, I really love how, rugged and different the squat stuff for Necromunda is to the Leagues of Votann stuff for 40k. It feels, for the most part, just a lot more kind of industrial than what the Leagues of Votann have access to. Obviously, Leagues of Votann are still big on the old mining thing, but there's something slightly more crude, it feels like, about the squat stuff. I mean, look at these little exo-suits. The big canisters on the back, the kind of, all the rivets along the shoulders, and then you've got a few across the front as well. There's something kind of just very functional about it. They're not here to look good, they're here to be protected against the worst of the elements. Although, to be fair, they do kind of look good too, but that's more just sort of an aesthetic appreciation of how badass they are than, we designed it to look great. That guy's, triple saw drill thing is absolutely horrific. I really like that. It looks incredibly scary. Got a nice big chunky power fist on the other arm. Again, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with a good power fist. The weird claw drill and what looks like some sort of plasma cutter on the other one, they don't look quite as outright threatening, but I think that's because they actually look more, I say functional, maybe that's not the right word. There's just something less kind of overtly, I don't want to get hit by that about those two. I think they're more sinister in a way. I have to admit, I'm still not a huge fan of the helmets. I prefer the fully enclosed look. That's the one bit that I'm kind of falling down on with these. Plus, anytime something's in super heavy armour, and they've got a bare head, or at least an exposed face with just a normal helmet around it, a little part of me is like, no, you've got to be fully protected, you've got to be covered up head to toe. There's no point having your super heavy armour if, something goes wrong and you get speared through the face by something. That's kind of a waste of time. You want to have everything be super chunky and covering the lot of you. I'm still kind of the same for these. I like the overall design of the suits, they do look cool, but yeah, more fully enclosed helmets is what I want. There's little things as well on these, like the kind of the rings, the kind of circles on the back of the feet. Just little touches like that I don't know, I like them. The hammer guy has got a nice little zoom lens fitted there, because you need to properly zoom in. You need at least a 2x zoom to work out where you're going to put the head of your hammer. It's important to really focus in, It also looks like he's got a bit of a ranged weapon plugged into the side of the canister there on the suit, which is interesting. Plus, obviously the most important thing in this little squad are the Techmites. That's the most important thing. We got one of them here. It's adorable. It's adorable. I want one. It was the same the first time we saw a Techmite. They are fantastic. I think they look great. They're so cute and a little bit goofy at the same time. Cannot get enough of these little guys. Also, it's the fact that despite being quite cutesy, they are also fairly rugged looking. They don't look like they would just collapse under a single hit. They look fairly hardy for what they are. Now that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Big old faceplate, massive helmet with just a little visor across the front, fully protecting the face and the head there. That's what I like. That's what I like right there. That looks like an impenetrable suit of armour. That to me looks like something that could wade into basically a small nuclear explosion and then just walk out the other side of it totally okay. That's what I want. Power fist on the other side to the first guy as well, which is nice. Does this mean that you could have a guy with 2 power fists and 2 hilarious saw blade drills? Probably not. I don't think there'd be a loadout for that. But if there is, surely that's the way to go. You got a guy who can just punch people to death, and someone who can saw through people to death. Although I feel like in that context, most people would die from being sawed in that way anyway, so maybe sawed to death is a little bit of a... maybe that's a bit superfluous, you know? The other Techmite is fantastic. He's got little wheels. Has he got a little wheel at the back as well? I really hope he has. Oh my god, it's so good. The little lad, look at him. He's going to roll right up to you and solder your kneecaps. But you won't even be mad about it. You'll just be like, oh, look at him. He's cute. Overall, I reckon this lot looked pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Not quite as mad as some of the stuff that we get, but sometimes you just need some, effectively, Tolkien-esque dwarves in space in heavy armour. That's just all you want. And they definitely have delivered that here, haven't they? So there you go. Let me know what you think of that lot in the comments down below. We will have more stuff from the preview during the week. Hopefully another video later today, provided my voice doesn't give out, or this machine doesn't crash for, I think, the 3rd time in the last 4 hours. I'm having real fun technology-wise. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.